Hello, how are you? I'm fine. I'm Abula from Deyassa, Bishop to Ethiopia, and one of the editors of United States of African Facebook pages. And this is, please, if you have an opportunity, like our page, comment on our attitudes, share with friends, and invite your friends, families, and so on. Also, we have an opportunity and a right to tag anyone. Those can be interested to be united with us, to work with us. Thank you very much for your age and everything and the response. Our hospital, Africa, have a long time history within our world and a huge parts of historical position and political position and also economical positions in the world. Our aim to be united with you, to be united with you, I mean that each of you, for example, whether you are from Lesotho, whether you are from Cape Verde, Comoros, Mauritius, Seychelles, Egyptian, Libyan, Morocco, Tunisia, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Namibia, South Africa, Democratic Republic of Congo, Nigeria, Ghana, Togo, Senegal, and so on. And also I am from Ethiopia, as I said, and so on. Excuse me for those countries that I couldn't call and each and for you. Today's my interest to be capture with a video I want to reach with you within your home, within your phone, or within a laptop and palm tabs. And I have one aim, and I have one vision. And my interest is to unite with all Africans, to retook our unity, to retook our history from those haters. And I want to invite my friends and those people who have an idea, just like us, me, to unite with us, to collaborate as Africa. Now, let's try to create an alliance that working for the Africans, and including that in this Facebook page, in United States of Africa Facebook page, each of you can be have an opportunity to participate your idea, to express your idea after sending your videos from wherever you are. You reside, and your articles within an email with my personal email or our Facebook page mail, and also videos within any personal email, my personal email, or with our Facebook emails. Before that, let me invite you, for all you Africans within Africa, who you found within Africa or apart from Africa, it's like in Western areas, Eastern areas, in Arabians, and also what we call the Northern areas. So we black peoples have an opportunity to unite, to strengthen our political attitude, to our historical way, and so on. Those the policies of economies of those Westerners cannot be designed for us, and it cannot be still meaningless for Africa, and not also what we call it the political, economic strategy, but also the political platform is not included for us and is not being used for us. So beyond that, we all black people can do. We have a great ability, we have a great opportunity, we spread all over the world, and all over the world have originated from black peoples of Africa. Literally, the power of unification is not too easy, because we are approximately, in our democratic figure shows us nowadays we are 1.12 billion people in Africa, and after 25 years or what was 30 years, we are overcoming approximately 2 billion Africans. This means the world is the #1 largest country ever existed on Earth. So this democratic figure shows us 70% of Africa. Democratic figures shows us 70% of Africans are what we call it today the young peoples. So we youngs must be do collaborate to work to overcome our unity through all Africa, through all the world, to fight for the black peoples, for black economies, for black politics, for black philosophies, for black religions, and for originalities of human being manners. For instance, here in Addis Ababa, we have another organization which we call it African Union. Personally, I'm not agree with African Union, and I hate African Union because African Union have no value for the last 50 years on African peoples. Still today, there is no one people can represent African peoples. The only leaders can meet with their relatives, meet with their colleagues, and meet with their what we call friendships to strengthen their personal friendship. If it's not, please try to assess, to try to search to all about the AU Commission on Minor Missions and Visions. So we have to change our ways, our platforms of unifications, because the last half century unification methods can be invalid for us. They didn't change our economy, they didn't change our perspectives, they didn't change all of our things. Abula, now I'm studying about veterinary medicine in Addis Ababa University College of Veterinary Medicine in Deyassa, Bishopton. For instance, they always teach me about the foreign policies, curriculums, and so on. But none of my lectures or instructions can teach me about history of Africa, about history of black peoples, about the victims of black peoples, about black people's histories, and so on. Of course, it's necessary to be illiterate than illiterate. Yeah, because Africa needs more educated persons right now, more than ever times. So, what's your idea? Please comment in the comment box below. And share for your friends, those who have interest to unite with us, to work with young peoples of Africa, or in Africa, founded in Africa, or in abroad Africa. Please, this is United States of Africa Facebook page, and we are interested to show you idea with whatever video, audio, or articles on our pages. And please rethink about the unifications of Africa. What do you think about what if happen when Africa united? Are there any obstacles to be unifications? Are they the real governors, rulers? Are they the really obstacle for us? Most of younger people or young politicians in Africa can talk that our leaders are the challenges, one of the challenges of the unifications of Africa. And that's I think that's all. But what is the opportunity? What is the solutions for doing these such leaderships in Africa? And you are always hearing within your ear about the violence between the government and the people so all over Africa. For instance, in these last 3 years, Ethiopia is one of the violence places in East Africa and also from Africa. There is a political issue and an agreement or a disagreement between the peoples of Ethiopians from northern, southern, western, and eastern to the central governors of EPDREF. Not only in Ethiopia, but also we have recent violences in the Cameroon, also in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The recent violences in Cameroon can be still make me funny because the francophone countries and francophone speakers and anglophone speakers always fight each other based on the foreign languages, what they classified as a francophone or what anglophone. But some sorts of some articles, some attitudes that came from the Yawande of the Cameroon is not based upon the unifications. And also he'll come on to the central parts of the Democratic Republic of Congo, with the name President Joseph Kabila also illustrating his peoples to hold all the mining resources, the natural resources of Congo within his own hands and interests. And on another way, some African countries are going to change themselves. They decided to change themselves. Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ghana, sometimes we call South Africans. Yes, South Africans are a little bit challenging with our political systems, but they are economically changing their ways of lives. And that's what you call Djibouti. And why these all reasons are present in Africa, in the 70% of young African peoples? Why? When will we change each and every violence in Africa? Some sources can say that here now in Africa during this time there are more than 106 small armed groups. From the bigger ones, what you call Lord Resistance Army, Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab, and so on. And it's too amazing. More than 106 small armed groups within Africa. So we must be wake up, and we must think beyond our borders, those Europeans made for us. So we are not limited with borders. We need to be united to work within each and every place of Africa, because we are one nation with more than 1,000 languages, one nation with more than 1,000 ethnic groups or tribalisms, and one nation with more than 54 what you call leaders. Think about it. There are lots of leaders. 54 leaders belong to in Africa. Why? It's all enough one leader. We need one leader. Those leaders cannot be changed as they always working on the political system. What you call the uses the most of the our leaders are corrupted and violence. They are ignorant for the people. So they only think and they only watch beyond Africa, that they are thinking about they are getting the aid from West Germans and East Germans and Arabian governors. Is that a solution? Do you think this is a solution for us? No, not at all. Not at all. My fellow friends, sisters and brothers from Africa and beyond Africa, I know that most of you have ability to work, ability to change our country, Africa. Yes, you diasporans, you native Africans found in Africa, and you young peoples, you young educated peoples, and you young uneducated peoples. We have a power if we to unite together. We have a great ability. We have a capacity to work more and more. That only needs your what called acceptance. Your what you call contribution for our unification. And please let's unite together. This my message. I'm not English speaker, you know that I have lots of languages. My mother tongue is Amharic, and also I speak what you call Gamonia, Basketania, Falconso, and what you call, I also speak a little bit what Walaitania, and so other languages. But even if it is not flawed speaking, let me beg you for once. Let us unite together to fight with what? The Western attitudes. To what? To free our economy, to free our mind, to free our culture, to free our future. We need to be independent for our futures. So, our Facebook page, United States of Africa, always sharing with you about information about Africa, about ideas, articles, videos, and some sort of anything. Please join with us. This is your page, United States of Africa. In Africa, we should not start to be united, and we will build a big power in the world. Like, comment, share, invite for your friends, families, and tag for those who are interested to be united as an African states. Thank you very much. We will meet in another video. Thank you.